So I've never recorded a YouTube video on selfie mode on the iPhone before, but since I got the 17 Pro, I'm able to do that, which is fucking cool. If you don't know me, my name is Ben Mills. I'm a 24-year-old just dude making content. I started making content 2 years ago, and I wasn't making any money doing it. But past 2 months I did 17,000. I make a living doing this now, and I do that by running a business that helps other businesses make content. So it's pretty easy, and I just use my own personal brand to leverage that, to showcase that I know how to make videos. And I've been wanting to do this and live this life for 3, 4, even longer than that. I wanted to make videos and make a living doing videos since I was 12, maybe. When I was playing Minecraft, CSGO, I would record myself, post it on YouTube, try and make some cool edits in Cinema 4D and learn to edit thumbnails in Photoshop. I've always wanted to do this, but I didn't really go for it. Till a year or 2 years ago, when I was at rock bottom, dude. I had just gotten basically broken up with. It was kind of a mutual breakup, but for the most part, I'll just say she broke up with me because I wasn't going anywhere with my life. I had just dropped out of grad school because I was thinking, I wanted to go become a doctor. After getting my engineering degree, I was like, maybe I'll go become a doctor. Stupid fucking decision. Oh no, it's really loud here. But truthfully, I needed to go through that. I was living in Boston. I ended up by myself living in Boston, then moved back in with my parents, which at 23 was fucking embarrassing. I was making $3,000 a month doing some accounting work, and it just felt like I was at the bottom. I didn't really have my friends because my life was in Boston, but I was in Maine where my parents lived. And so, hold on, did my car get towed? Am I tweaking? I don't know, maybe I'm not. All right. But it was embarrassing. I felt like my masculinity was taken away from me. Not even my masculinity. I felt like my life, I just had nothing. The only thing I had was an okay physique, and I could rock climb pretty well. But I didn't know what to do. And there was no one around me that was really heavy on self-improvement. I had one friend who, I would go to the gym with and make some videos, and that was fun, but I knew I could do more. I really struggled because I just wanted to make money and make a life doing content so bad. But I didn't know how. And what I'm really proud of is, instead of thinking about it, instead of thinking trying to come up with some major plan of how I was gonna do it, I just started posting. I just started posting and posting and posting, and just trying to make better videos to figure out I gotta make good videos first. Before I even come up with a plan on how I'm gonna make money doing it, I gotta make good videos. So I was just posting. First it was fitness content, and I was doing okay, but things didn't really take off for me until I started posting rock climbing content, which is something I was super, super passionate about. And I'd been climbing for 5 years at that point. So I could kind of leverage the fact that I was good at it. And so, yeah, I was good at rock climbing, at least better than a lot of people who were, I guess, average or whatever, because I put so much time into it, and I was really heavy into competing too. So yeah, I was making climbing content, and I started really doing that in August of 2024. And at that point, I had 5,000 followers. So I started posting that almost every single day. My journey, specifically, I was documenting my journey of trying to make finals at a climbing competition, which is kind of a hard thing to do. And so I was just showcasing my training and everything I was learning, and I was educating in some videos, entertaining in some videos, and then some videos I would just yap about whatever. But the main thing is I was posting and I was trying to get better. Every single video, I was trying to make them better. And I was posting nearly every single day, and I grew a lot quicker than I expected. Like, I think when I started that series, the first video popped off and had like 200,000 views, and the next one had 300,000 views, and it just kept all like domino affecting, and I kept like having good traction. I gained like 25,000 or 30,000 followers in 6 months. And by 2025, I had well over 25,000. And I was like, man, like, how the fuck do I make money doing this? Because I didn't want to just sell a course or become some course guru, some guy just trying to do coaching. I tried climbing coaching. I tried making like, not a course, but I was trying to like get on calls with people so I could like help them with their rock climbing. Because I'd been climbing long enough at that point. I knew how to help people. And my free videos were on Instagram, and I think I even made some YouTube videos about climbing. We're clearly helping people. So I was like, okay, some people would pay for that, and I knew I would. I paid for like climbing coaching, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll try that. And I tried it. I had a few clients, but I wasn't super into it. It just wasn't like a very fulfilling way for me to make money. So I wanted to do something else, and I didn't know what that was, but I was like, okay, what skills do I have? Because ultimately, when it comes to making money with anything, it's pretty much like, okay, develop a skill, learn how to monetize it. It's pretty basic, right? So I thought about, I'd been making content for a few years at that point. At least like short form content on Instagram and stuff. I knew how to get views. I had done TikTok Shop like the year before trying to make money. So I was like, and I had a few videos that did millions of views there. So I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I can leverage that. I can leverage my new personal brand with climbing and everything. And I put it together on a website as like a resume. And then I just sent it to a bunch of companies. I had this like revelation when I was driving back from New York. I was hanging out with a friend in New York in February. And I was just like, dude, I gotta get out of this. Like, this life just sucks. Like, living with my parents, not making any money. I felt embarrassing. Like, I didn't have that much confidence when talking to girls, because I knew the girls that were my age were talking to guys who were making money. And it was just like, dude, like, I wanted more, dude. I wanted so much more. So I leveraged my personal brand, my Instagram, and used it to showcase on the website, okay, like, here's the videos that have done well, here's why it did well, and my whole story of like how I started and what, like, my strategy for content. I posted that on my website and how I grew, and like showed graphs and stuff, and I sent it to companies, and I said, okay, like, I can do this for you, and here are video examples. Basically, I made UGC. If you don't know what UGC is, it's user generated content, meaning it's basically a person. Like, if I grab, like, oh shit if I grab this water bottle and I'm trying to sell you this water bottle in a video, I will basically grab it and I'll make a video about something about it. I'm like, hey, I used to only like drink out of plastic water bottles, but then I realized my testosterone was really low, and I just felt like no woman was attracted to me. I had trouble gaining muscle, so then I really focused on getting estrogenics out of my environment, and I started straying away from plastic water bottles. And I love this because it's glass, and so I know that when I'm drinking out of this, I don't have to worry about estrogen in my body and microplastics. So the selling point of this is microplastics, right? So I'm making a video about how great that water bottle is and why I buy it, and like, basically it's like a personal video as opposed to a company making like an ad. So now they can use that. It's almost like a testimonial, I guess. So I made videos like that, showcasing that I knew how to make good pieces of content about products. So I put that on my website, as well as growing my personal brand on my website. And I used those to showcase the companies, and I sent, dude, I must have sent like a few hundred like copies of my resume to 2 companies and applications, to content creator jobs. I was applying to, like, I was just sending it to companies that I thought would also need help with content. And then one company got back to me in March, and it completely changed my life. Because it was a high income skill. Like, making content and being good at capturing attention on social media is a skill, and it's a high income skill. So I was able to charge, like, I mean, now I'm charging like you can charge some companies $10,000 a month for like a certain kind of package, depending on like how much you're able to help them. You can charge quite a bit. So that's what I did, dude. That's what I did to get out of the rut that I was in. And now, last month, August and September, I did 17,000 each. And it doesn't even feel real. Like compared to like where I was a year ago, it doesn't even feel real to say that, dude. I bought this car, and I'm so proud that I bought this car because like I was driving a Jetta, and like by no means it was a Jetta bad car. Like it was a great car. I had a wonderful car already. I didn't really need to buy a new car. But I just wanted to buy this new car because it symbolized to me, like, I'd always loved Audis, and I wanted it to symbolize, like, a new, like, part of my life that I entered, that I, like, achieved something, and this was, like, okay, like, I can afford this. It's well below my means. And it was just made me really happy, and I'm really proud of myself every time I get in the car now because I'm like, I made a new version of myself that makes this money. Like, I developed this skill and really went for it. So the reason I'm sharing all this is because if you're in a similar place where you know you want to make more money, you want to get into content maybe, there are plenty of ways you can make money doing almost anything, dude. I swear, like I met this guy who makes $30,000 a month teaching pickleball. Pickleball. The sport, pickleball. Like that's crazy, bro. $30,000 a month. I think what he does is he does like courses and coaching on School, SKOOL. Which plenty of people do that. But he makes content about pickleball, puts a link in his bio or his YouTube videos, and just funnels people there. It's super simple. People who like pickleball will watch his videos. They want more help. They pay for it. It's a very simple business model, dude. So you can make money doing almost anything. Just get creative. And like, I think that's why I got to where I am, is because I didn't pigeonhole myself to like, oh, I have to do coaching or I have to do community or something like that and try and monetize my audience. I just monetized this skill that I developed by posting about my journey on social media and getting good at making videos. So yeah, bro, you can get out of any position you're in. I hope this helps you, man. If you want more videos about masculinity or developing yourself, men's self-improvement is basically what I post about. I'm going to be sharing things that I learned, my story, and especially, I'm going to actually make a video about this soon, but I have the goal now of retiring my girlfriend. I met this beautiful, amazing woman 4 months ago, and I truly see her as being the mother of my children. I really do. She's unlike any woman I've ever met, and I wanna get out of her job, and I want to make her a stay-at-home wife one day and mother. So if you want to watch that journey and watch my process of developing as a man and becoming a father and husband one day, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, and I'll catch you later, brother. Peace.